start the program since the dignitaries have already arrived. Mr. S.S. Pillay, the Vice President of the Chamber, Mr. M.Z. Rahman, President, Indo-Arab Chamber, Mr. Vijay Kumar, Vice President, Indo-African Chamber, National Head MSME Committee, Mr. Avil De Mello, Assistant Director General Foreign Trade, Mr. Subhash Chahar, the Deputy GM, ECTC Mumbai. I also recognize the presence of the representative Ms. Ragin from Air Tanzania, Mr. Dean of Council from South African Consulate, Mr. Sivraj Ganjalan from Mauritius Export Development Investment Board, my other colleague committee member, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of the Chamber and on personal behalf, welcome you all at this very important seminar. As we have promised last time that we will be organizing every month some value-based seminar from where you can take additional knowledge which will be helpful in promoting your bilateral trade to both Arab and Africa. Before I start with the program, I would like to make some special announcement that on 4th, 5th and 6th March, we have Pharma LabTech Expo at the Goregaon UNESCO ground on 4th, 5th and 6th March. And on 5th of March, we have jointly with Air Tanzania and High Commission of Tanzania an Export-Import Business Summit 2020 at Hyatt Regency Hotel post-lunch, where we are interacting with the Tanzania business delegation, and Air Tanzania has recently launched in Mumbai, and we are working out the synergy with them, how to promote and explore this opportunity between India and Tanzania. Apart from that, we are also planning to organize a seminar on GS1, which is a government support initiative system, barcode system, which is mainly useful for exporters exporting to various countries, especially to the Middle East, and especially to manage the cross-border trade, to use global standard to meet the goals. We are further pleased to announce that on 24th to 27th of March, we are taking a delegation to Djibouti. I have already issued the circular there. You can kindly read those things. And those who are interested in joining that Djibouti delegations are requested to contact my team, and then the necessary arrangements can be made thereafter. As you are aware that our chamber is one of the nodal agency appointed by Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce, Govt of India for issuance of non-preferential certificate of origin. While doing so, we understand the problem of exporters, and keeping that in mind, we have kept this very important seminar on the export-import incentives offered by Govt of India, ECGC, facilities and services offer, MSME incentives offer. You can see on the slides I have mentioned what are the present problems and difficulty faced by Indian exporters. So we have the trade genius available here. They are the expert in their respective field, having expertise, and they are going to give us those guidelines and share their experiences, and going to talk about the government scheme and how the exporters can avail those facilities. So my observation as the Secretary General of the Chamber is, we have Indo-Arab Chamber of Commerce where they have been authorized to issue certificate of origin, about 100-200 certificates a day we are issuing. So my observation is that most of the time exporters are battling with documentations. They are not aware about the documentation. 75% of the documents are prepared by their CHA and not by the exporting department. And resulting which, when there are problems, the consignment stuck is Bombay Custom or consignment stuck overseas, then they start running around, maybe to DGFTD office, maybe to customs, maybe to ECGC or to the chamber. So, and then paying damages, and there are always problems. So these are routines, and people start blaming the government, the system, the chamber or institutions, or so on and so forth. So what our government, our present government is more concerned about export promotion. Our government is simplifying the policy. Our government trying to boost the bilateral trade, and where our Govt of India is more serious about simplifying everything, providing solutions to exporters, importers, so that not only export-import but bilateral trade, technology transfer, skilling, joint venture, all these activities can be promoted to various countries. Now, which are those general problems? If you can see those, recession in the world market. Recession, when you see recession is everywhere in the entire world. It was triggered up due to some crisis. But what happened? The demand for several Indian items such as gem and jewelry, textile, clothing, and other items were badly hit. And during these recessions, exporters get low orders from overseas market, and resultingly they have to hold lower prices. Therefore, exporter gets low profit and suffer from losses. Second is technological differences. Now, what is technological difference? The developed countries are equipped with sophisticated technology capable of transforming the raw material into finished good on a large scale. Less developed countries, on the other hand, lack technical knowledge and latest equipment, and therefore they have to use their old and outdated technology, which leads to lopsided development in the international market. The third one is reduction in export incentives. The Government of India has reduced export incentives, and there are duty drawback and other things are withdrawn. The withdrawal of income tax benefits, which was being enjoyed by majority of exporters. So, due to which the exporters are facing a lot of problem in exporting in overseas market. Several competitors in global marketing. Export market is highly competitive. The competitive rates to price, quality production, cost and sales promotion techniques are used. The Indian exporter faced three-phased competition while exporting their consignment, which includes the competition from domestic exporters, the local producer where the goods are going to be shipped, and finally from the producers of competing countries at a global level. Such competition is one of the serious and special problems to the exporters. Now, the problems of product standard. Developed countries insist on high product standard from developing countries. I must emphasize here that our members, exporters who are exporting to either Middle East or Africa are not taking serious precautions while doing the packaging. Packaging, there are a lot of issues. When I go abroad, I get a lot of complaints, especially for Africa. I don't know the feelings about Indian exporters about Africa. They feel Africa, everything is moving, everything is chalta hai, or Africa is a poor continent and whatever garbage we can make, we can give. So that is a wrong illusion I have seen. See, I have also seen the same member when they are exporting to UK and Europe. Extra precautions are being taken because they know that their payment is not going to come. They know that payment is going to start. My appeal to all of you is that the way you're working seriously for UK, Europe, you should give the same kind of treatment and seriousness should be shown while exporting to African continent. At the time of importing country, they do not allow import of certain items like fruits, textile, other items on the ground of excessive toxic content. Therefore, Indian exporters lose market, especially in the developing country. Fluctuation in exchange rate. Every country has its own currency, which is different from international currencies. The dominant international currency is US dollar. From the point of view of Indian exporters, we are interested to realize the payment in international currency. The foreign exchange earned by the operator is converted into Indian rupees, and due to these fluctuations, they feel a little dangerous about the low rating. Problems of sea pirates attack, which is a major risk faced by the international trade, like country like Gulf of Aden, we are talking about Somalia, some of the countries where we are exporting, and that is why we are insisting people to always have an insurance coverage with them. So how far the people are taking this seriously. Problems of subsidy by developed country. Now, for example, when you are people are exporting to USA, UK, even people are taking the shelter from export from Ethiopia to European countries, there are certain incentives. People are keep on saying that China government is giving subsidies, our government is not giving subsidies, and that is why we are unable to cope up with the price, but that is not the truth. Because not that China is always, we are also in some country, we are second partner, we are third partner. But what our government is looking for, not only for FDI or joint venture, but for export also, we should be on the #1 position somewhere, sometime down the lane. Now, problems in preparing documents. This is the biggest hurdle where I have seen that people, the exporter, many of the countries, even I'm sorry to say, multinational companies are not aware of documentation, what their CHs are doing. And when they get stuck, they start coming. And then sometimes consignment is lying at the airport, doublage increases, and then they are getting frustrated. So why the object of arranging this seminar is, we have got these expert people here. You can understand, take away some knowledge, you can share with your friends also. So as much as deliverable we can give from this event, so that in future we can contribute something for our government's vision of promoting exports. The government restriction and foreign exchange regulations. The government restriction compel the exporters to follow certain rules and regulation in form of license, quotas and custom quality. Now our people feel this is restrictions, but if you will see policies in 80s and policies now, highly it is very much simplified. Anybody can do easily registration of IC code online. You don't have to go to the office of DGFTD. You have to, like, everything is available provided you know where to go, how to go and how to start with. So this is what there are certain observations. High risk and uncertainties. Export marketing is subject to high risk and uncertainties, both political and commercial. Political risk involves government instability, war, civil disturbance, etc. And commercial risk involves insolvency of the buyer. Now here I would like to say that exporter, normally I have seen, I'm working with the chamber last 3.5 decades, and I know more than, I think, 10,000 members I must have attended. But people, the moment they get buyer's card and contact, they don't want to come to the Chamber of Commerce, they don't want to go to the authority, they feel they know everything. I don't know what kind of, at back of their mind, what is happening. They do not reveal anything. First and foremost, I'm telling people, though you meet the buyer immediately, don't decide to do business. Have 1 or 2 rounds of meeting. Sign an MOU with him. What is your role? What is their role? What are they going to do? What are you going to do? Have that. Get it attested by the Chamber of Commerce, registered with the government authority, so you know where what is going wrong. We can chase them. But many a time, what happens? Especially people from Yemen, they are coming, or they are coming from Madagascar, they are coming from other country. They are coming from Saudi. The disputes also, I'm receiving lot many complaints about the disputes. I'm also on the board of Indian Arbitration Committee, and then we see what are the dispute, where what is wrong. 60% of the time I have seen there's a mistake from Indian exporter. It's 100% Indian exporter because we are impatient to get the order. We don't want the buyer to go out of our hand, and we get played in their hand. Whatever condition they say, we talk. We talk about the payments, we talk about everything, but we don't talk about the mode of payment. We don't talk about the supply. We don't have instant rate, the tariff for shipment, and there we get it. And most of the time, I've seen people are giving C&F. Very rarely, I have seen people are quoting CIF. So these are certain, observation. What normally I'm telling my members that at the end of the year, always please give me your queries in writing so that we can approach the Govt of India. We can give them our suggestions and solutions so that how to simplify the procedure further for all of you. But to my knowledge, hardly 4 or 5 out of 10,000 members, if 5 members writes to me, it means majority of them are doing good business. But when we speak to DGFTD, we speak to Department of Commerce, we do not see any increase drastically in the percentage of doing business. And as I mentioned that we are talking about Indo-African. Africa is a continent of millennium. There is, we have hardly crossed $79 million. We have still 54 countries, 1.25 billion population. We have a lot of scope for doing business. And the chamber has hand-holding support with their representative in all those 54 countries, where to export, how to export. Many a time, quoting the price, it takes 1 week minimum. When a buyer is asking you the price, we expect within at least 48 hours the price should go. But so far as my observation is concerned, not below 5 days, no quotation has come. Expert people are also making mistake. I don't understand what prompt them not to quote the price fast. And they don't know the dollar fluctuation, they don't know what is the dollar that other people are giving. So what is need is an expertise services, and that is the object of inviting this trade genius here, so that they can share your knowledge, you can know their website, you can visit, little study, you can also do what you need to do, and at the end of the day the chamber is with you to advise you and to guide you. So I conclude here because we have excellent speaker to speak about. These are the problem I have told in general. What was purely based on my observation, as nothing to do with any particular company. Since I am issuing certificate of origin, I am seeing their problem, and that is what I have quoted this problem on behalf of all of you. So thank you very much for patient listening.